Welcome to my channel. In this video, you will learn various types of branching statements in Python programming language. Branching statements are also known as conditional statements or decision-making statements. Conditional statements allow a program to execute different blocks of code based on whether certain conditions are met. Branching statements enable users to create dynamic and responsive programs. You will be able to easily use if-else, if-elif, nested if-else statements while coding in Python. If statement executes a block of code only if a specified condition evaluates to true. Main drawback of this statement is that it provides no alternate code if the condition is false. So it is rarely used. In the syntax, you can see colon is given after the condition which indents the statements to be executed if the condition is true. Suppose you want to check whether any person is eligible to vote or not based on given age. First if statement checks that age is more than or equal to 18. You have to use second if statement for checking age is less than 18, as there is no option to provide statements in case condition is false. During program execution, if user gives age more than 18, then it will print eligible, otherwise not eligible to vote. If-else statement is the most fundamental statement for controlling program flow depending on the condition. Unlike previous statement, it provides an alternative block of code to execute if the condition is false. If the condition is satisfied, statements given after if are executed. If the condition is not satisfied, statements given after else are executed. Now, suppose you want to find the largest of two numbers. First, you input two numbers x and y. Then check x is greater than y or not. If condition is true, print x is largest. If condition is false, print y is largest. Consider the case using data set 1. When you input x equals 5, y equal 8. It is clear from flowchart that the condition x greater than y becomes false. So, the statement written after else will be executed. Hence, you get the output largest is y. Now, consider the data set 2. When you input x equals 9, y equals 4. It is clear from flowchart that the condition x greater than y becomes true. So, the statement written before else will be executed. Hence, in this case, you get the output largest is x. Let's have another example to clear the concept. Suppose you want to find the largest salary of two employees. First, you input two salaries, S1 and S2. Then check S1 is greater than S2 or not. If condition is true, then print salary of first employee is largest. If condition is false, then print salary of second employee is largest. When you want to check multiple chain of conditions, then use if-elif statement. It is clear from flowchart that at first condition 1 is evaluated. When it is true, statement 1 is executed. Otherwise, condition 2 is evaluated. When it is true, statement 2 executes. And so on. If all the conditions given before else evaluated to false, then statement written after else statement is executed. Consider the example of if-elif statement. Suppose you want to calculate the commission based on total sales done by salesman as per given criteria. If sales is more than 50, then 10% commission. If sales is between 50 and 25, then 5% commission. If sales is less than 25, then no commission. Let's take the case using data set 1. When you input total sales equals 52 and store it in variable S1, it is clear that the condition S1 greater than 50 becomes true. So, the statement written after if will be executed. Hence, you get the output 5.2 commission on sales 52. Now, take the case using data set 2. When you input total sales equals 26 and store it in variable S1, it is clear from code that the second condition S1 greater than 25 becomes true. So, the statement written after elif will be executed. Hence, you get the output 5% commission on sales 26. Let's take the case using data set 3. When you input total sales equals 23. From the code you can easily check that all the conditions given are false. So, the statement written after else will be executed. Hence, you get the output 0 commission on sales 23. Next is nested if statement, which allows for more complex decision-making processes. When one if statement is within another if statement, then it is called nested if statement. From given flowchart and syntax, it is clear that if condition 1 is true, then statement 1 is executed. If condition 1 as well as condition 2 are true, then statement 2 executes. If condition 1 is true, but condition 2 is false, then statement 3 executes. Statement 4 executes when condition 1 is false and condition 3 is true. Statement N is not part of nested if statement. So it is executed at the end, whether any condition is true or false. Now, suppose you want to find the highest sales made by salesman from 3/4 sales. For that, you input 3 sales values, S1, S2 and S3. First check condition 1, S1 is greater than S2 or not. If condition 1 is true, then check condition 2, S1 is greater than S3 or not. If both conditions are true, then print S1 is highest sales. If S1 is greater than S2, but S1 is less than S3, then print S3 is highest sales. If S1 is not greater than S2, then check S2 is greater than S3. If it is true, then print S2 is highest. Otherwise, S3 is highest sales. Let's take the case using data set 1. When you input sales, S1 equals 9,000, S2 equals 4,000 and S3 equals 11,000. It is clear that the condition S1 greater than S2 becomes true. But condition S1 greater than S3 becomes false. So, the statement written after else will be executed. Hence, you get the output highest sales in quarter 3, 11,000. Now take the case using data set 2. When you input sales, S1 equals 5,000, S2 equals 7,000 and S3 equals 6,000. It is clear that the condition S1 greater than S2 becomes false. But condition S2 greater than S3 becomes true. So, the statement written after third if will be executed. Hence, you get the output highest sales in quarter 2, 7,000. Let's take the case using data set 3. When you input sales, S1 equals 7,000, S2 equals 5,000 and S3 equals 6,000. It is clear that the condition S1 greater than S2 becomes true. Also, condition S1 greater S3 becomes true. So, the statement written after second if will be executed. Hence, you get the output highest sales in quarter 1, 7,000. I hope that you have now well understood how to use conditional statements. You can follow me for further updates. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel.